Yes guys, it's your boy Crookesalot and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at 18 kills and a 3.3k damage match in the Holobash 2020 limited time mode. But before we get into it, if you're not yet subscribed, please make sure you go and do so and ring the bell so you never miss any of my future content. Also, if you're interested in following me on Twitch or Instagram, the link is in the description below. Okay ladies and gents, let's get into it. So, I got home from work yesterday and found out there was an update for Apex Legends, and as if by surprise, the brand new limited time mode and the brand new Holobash event has just released. So we'll jump into it now. I'll talk more about the actual storefront and the items available in a video coming out tomorrow or the day after, so please keep tuned for that. But today we are literally focusing on the game mode itself, what I like about it, have I been having fun, and some cool little tips and tricks to help you guys get more wins and earn those badges in the Holobash game mode. So essentially we're starting off with me trying to punch this Wraith but somehow hitting everything except for her and then dying. This was actually one of the later matches that we'd played, so I was kind of clued up. The gameplay coming later of the second match was ironically my first match on it, so you'll notice how this match is I'm a lot more clued up. I kind of know what kind of things to expect, whereas the first match I didn't even know that you had unlimited heals in your inventory, things like that. No batteries, no medkits, just syringes and shield cells. So essentially, what is the Holobash 2020 limited time mode? It is a 3v3v3 game mode. That is right, you heard me correctly. 3v3v3. 3 squads battle out on the train to be the last team remaining. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this is a great change of pace from the regular Apex Legends Battle Royale mode, and I'm actually hoping that in the future they add some of these modes as like a permanent fixture in the Apex Legends mixture, where we can play this Holobash mode and we can play the Shadow Royale. All these things are kind of just like variants of something great already, and only increase replayability and add a bit of variety to the game. Like this game mode, personally, I think it's been awesome so far. I've only played maybe like 5 or 6 matches, as they're reasonably lengthy depending on how well other teams do. But guys, it is awesome. You start off on those loot ships. One team will start on the train, I believe, or every team starts on a dropship right at the beginning, and then whoever wins the first round, they will stay on the train, and if any dead teammates will spawn back on the train, whereas the other 2 squads will spawn back up on the loot ships and have to drop down onto the train. It is essentially fighting over the train. The train obviously moves around the map. It will stop at certain locations, enabling people who maybe didn't land on the train at the beginning to catch up, and it is essentially a huge choke point where you have to fight to the death to be the last squad remaining. You only get 1 life per round. There are no knockdowns. When you're dead, you are dead, but you will respawn at the beginning of the next round. As you can see, by the way, every single character has a different loadout, so you do not start with the same weapons. For example, I am playing as Mirage. He rolls with a Spitfire with the purple barrel, a 1 to 2 times, a purple heavy mags and a purple stock, and an L-Star with the red dot sight and a purple stock. This varies wildly, whereas heroes like Revenant have an R99, whereas obviously Mirage doesn't have an R99, and obviously it's totally up to you. Mirage is my favourite character currently in Apex Legends, and this kit that he has is actually awesome. Like, at first I was thinking, oh, L-Star and a Spitfire, but the Spitfire can shoot for so long because it has like such fat mags, 55 bullets per magazine, so you can just hold it down, guys. Hold down an area, shoot down these corridors on the train and just shred guys. As you can see, I'm on 14 kills right now, and I'm taking some advanced maneuvers on top of the train. Unfortunately, my teammate dies inside the train, but I had to heal up, as you have unlimited shield cells and unlimited syringes. These are, as you can see, you heal at an increased rate. This is not sped up footage, this is just regular footage, just to see how quickly you can heal. But as you see, I drop down, Elstar the first guy. Now this is interesting. So if it's one-on-one now, there's one guy left, I believe it's Gibraltar, and the round is ending very shortly. Neither of us are on the train. I didn't think about this whilst we were actually doing it, but essentially you have to capture the train or it's the last squad alive who wins the round. As neither of us are on the train, it pops up and says overtime has expired, there will be no winners and no points, which means carry on as normal. However, the round doesn't end. I'm still trying to fight this Gibby, and the train starts moving and I'm just left here fighting this guy, and I'm like, oh no, like my team's gonna spawn up on the ship, and I'm still trying to kill this Gibby and he just refuses to die. But I end up getting the kill on him. I think it's a Gibby at least. Fairly sure. Yeah, fairly sure it is. Oh no, it's a caustic, sorry. So either way, I get the kill, and now I am far behind. There are these little geysers on the train tracks that will enable you to catch up with the train and obviously close the distance. And as I said earlier, the train actually stops at a certain point. That point is designated on the map as the train begins to move, so you can actually ambush the train, which is really nice. The map is actually a select area of World's Edge. The train will go round and round and round until obviously a winner is crowned. It is an older variant of World's Edge, as there is parts of construction site that are different, and there are zip lines left, right and centre, enabling you to get some crazy plays on the train, to like zip line above the train and drop down onto it, which is really cool. You'll feel like a bit of Mission Impossible going on there. And as you see, we get the dub. You are the champion. And that was with a Mirage, a Lifeline and a Caustic. Now for Legends, I recommend for this mode, Caustic is a must-have on your team. I was playing with a full squad, so we had good teamwork. But as you can see guys, 18 kills, 3,345 damage. That is insane guys, and I know that none of these stats count as it's a limited time mode, but that is a good, solid, fat game. A really, really good game. But I would personally recommend having somebody such as Mirage on your team, definitely a Caustic and probably a Rampart, as characters like Lifeline and Revenant are well, Revenant is still reasonably relevant in this mode, but people like Lifeline really lose a lot of the value, as you're not really, well, you're already looted, so you don't need to use the ultimate ability. You can heal super fast, so you don't really need a heal drone, and there are no downs, so the revive that she has is effectively rendered useless because you can't even use it. Revenant, you won't really be using the totem that much. It could be useful in certain situations, and the silence is obviously a prominent ability which is useful, but Mirage, just in a close quarter bamboozling, that is what you want from Mirage, so it's perfectly suited to his abilities. Obviously the invisible revive doesn't do anything as there are no revives, but defensive characters like Watson, Rampart and Caustic are very, very awesome. Work really well. I especially like Rampart. Like, this Rampart gets dealt with, but we actually had a Rampart on our team in one of these games, and the damage boost that you do with her shields is crazy, especially when shooting down corridors on the train. Definitely something to think about at least. Like Octane, kind of pointless guys using an Octane. A Bloodhound could be useful to scan enemies, but I mean, you're in super close quarters. It's all about survivability, not necessarily about knowing where your enemy are, because you know that they're going to be on the train. Although I could see Bloodhound scan coming in use, but I just think Mirage has a super quick cooldown, super quick, like the decoys. I'm getting to the point now where people are getting bamboozled left, right and centre, and it gives you that little bit of information to know where people are. And in this clip, as you've seen, we've just locked down the train from the first round, killed 5 people, and we stay on the train, and it says players are respawning. That means they will be dropping from the ships above to land on the train. So we will then have to defend against the incoming onslaught of squads. Now, personally, guys, it is an awesome game mode. I never played it last year, so I am really liking it so far. I'll definitely be playing it some more. I'm trying to get you guys some tips and tricks so you can get more wins on this game mode. And as I said before, there are certain badges that you can unlock, permanent badges for this game mode alone. One of them is getting kills in this game mode, I believe. I'm not entirely sure what they are. I will cover them in the next video, but essentially you can only get them in this mode, and the mode is limited time. So if you want to get them, I will be giving you guys the information to enable you to have the best possible chance of getting those badges if you so wish. I will just mention I bought the Nutcracker skin for Mirage. It is not called the Nutcracker, it's called the Wisecracker, I believe. It's awesome, really cool. I've seen it before, and obviously I always wanted to pick it up, and then as soon as it dropped yesterday, I had enough coins and just purchased it straight away. But there are some awesome skins in the shop. I will be covering them in a video tomorrow. The only thing I will say, just on a quick final note, is that I do not like how the store is organised. I don't like how they put an awesome legendary skin like the L-Star skin with like a rubbish rare or epic skin and slap a 2,200 coin price tag on it. That's a little bit shady and kind of disrespecting the consumer, but it is what it is. The game is free to play. You don't have to buy it, you're not forced to buy it, but I still think it's not a great decision because obviously I want to get all the skins if possible, and I feel like they've just bundled a bad skin with a good skin and charged it like a premium price just so they can make more money, essentially. But the shop has got some really cool legendary skins in it. The Spitfire skin is awesome, the Lobe skin's awesome, the Rev skin's awesome, the Gibby skin is awesome, Brother Bear, definitely going to be picking that up, that is awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will talk more on this store in a later video. Please let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the Holobash 2020 game mode? Do you guys like it? Have you got any wins on it? How many kills have you had in a match on it? And do you think it is as good or better or worse than the regular Battle Royale of Apex Legends? As always, if you like the video, please leave a like, it really helps me out. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, as I always post regular Apex Legends videos. And yeah, that's about it, guys. And don't forget to comment down below what you thought of the video and what you thought of the limited time mode. It has been your boy Crookesalot, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.